permitted in
Well, you're 13. Wow. I thought you were a bit older than that, but I thought you might be an adult, or the way you talk. Uh, I played Strat-O-Matic for the first time in 1970, and then I played through about early 74, quit, tried it a few times through the 80s and 90s, didn't stick anymore. When the pandemic hit, I went all in. So I've been all in since the pandemic. Well, enjoy it while it lasts, KFC. I had a PhD, piled higher and deeper. I did just about everything you can imagine in the mental health field. Uh, Inpatient, outpatient, rehab. Um, I was a professor for master's degrees and PhD program. Had a lot of scholarly activity, many articles, books. That's another life. Oh, great, Ivan. Good for you. Ivan, I'm going to set this game up now, and if I feel up to it, I'm going to start it. That's only if I feel up to it. So I'll know that answer in about 10 minutes. I hope you understand. I'll be right back. I'm stepping outside for about 2 or 3 minutes. That's the way I'm going to do it, Ivan. If I feel up to it, I'm going to go ahead and start it. And this, even though it's almost 1 o'clock, and I don't want it to interfere with the Game Boy baseball demos, and I could catch you there if you're going to be there. Rose Johnson. I'll even recite the lineups as I enter them. Ted Savage is not here. Let's see where he is. He's on the Dodgers. Let me go get him on the Dodgers. Fort Lauderdale, KFC, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Oh, God. Today is a real down day. God, on the markets. Oh. Yeah, if Ivan is willing. You play Strat-O-Matic, right, Ivan? Yeah. I'm always looking to do interviews. I'm not up to doing it for right now as I'm under enormous stress. 0 plus 1. For the Reds, here's the lineup, and I won't be able to read the text while I'm doing this. Pete Rose in right field. Alex Johnson in left. Just checking the sound, Veda Pinson. Just checking the sound, Veda Pinson. Someday we can do an interview. I'd enjoy that very much. I'm back to looking at the lineups. Pinson in center. Tony Perez at third. Lee May at first. Don Pavlitic, the catcher, is still not using bench. They will. He was Rookie of the Year. He came in to catch at the end of the game. That's weird. Tommy Helms at second. I think I am going to do some rolls on this game, but it will be briefly for about a half an hour. Leo Cardenas at short. And Jerry Adigo, the pitcher. For the Cubs. Don Kessinger leads off at shortstop. Glenn Beckert at second base. Billy Williams in left field. Ron Santo at third. Ernie Banks at first. Randy Hundley behind the plate. Ted Savage in right field. Adolfo Phillips in center field. And pitching and batting ninth, Ferguson Jenkins. +3, +1. Jenkins +1, -2. And I do feel like rolling a little bit. I'm going to take a break for about 3 minutes, give or take. Let me modify the title again. You take care, KFC. Thank you for coming by, and thank you for keeping me in your prayers. Take care. Oh. Oh. The first pitch will be in about 3 minutes. Stand by, please. My pleasure, Ivan. I wouldn't call myself a celebrity, though, at all. But that's very kind of you to say. I'll be back in a few minutes, folks. That's not so bad.
Get a final expert review.
And we are in Wrigley Field. And the Cubs take the field. There's Fergie Jenkins on the mound, taking his warm-ups. And leading it off for the Reds is Pete Rose. Rose won the batting title with a whopping 335 for 1968. No one, I don't think anyone. Matty Alou, I think, hit 332. Okay, here's Jenkins. He's ready. Pitch to Rose, 3-3. Right-handed, grounds it to second. For Beckert, 1 out. Now Alex Johnson is the batter. And the pitch, 5-4, right-handed, catcher X. That's Hundley, 1-5. 17-1, fouls out, 2 away for Veda Pinson. Two 5, and he grounds it to second for Beckert. And he throws to Banks at first, and the side is out. 1-2-3 inning for Jenkins. And we head to the bottom of the first. Jerry Arrigo is the batter. I'm going to keep my eye on Baseball Demos channel, and when he starts his game, I will suspend this one. And actually, that would be a good thing, because I'm not up to a whole game here. Okay, leading it off for the Cubs, Don Kessinger, switch hitter, batting right against Adigo. 5-3. Right-handed, hits it to first X, Lee May. A 3-7. 14-3. E7 roll. E7 2, oh my. That's a two base error on a one roll. Takes it to the bag. Actually throws it to an ego. So it's one out, covering the bag. And here's Glenn Becker. Three-five left-handed single 1-16. That goes through for Beckert. A single with one out. 1-14 not being held. Here's Williams. Here's the pitch. 1-3 left-handed, grounds it to first, and May takes it to the bag. Beckert advances to second. He's in scoring position, a clutch situation for Ron Santo. That's 1-4 left-handed, flies it to left for Alex Johnson. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, one hit, the single by Beckert left on. It's scoreless after one here in Wrigley Field. And Fergie Jenkins on the mound again. Here's Tony Perez. Six right-handed, struck him out. One down. And now Lee May. Six right-handed, struck him out. Two strikeouts in a row for Jenkins here in the second. Now Don Pavlitic is the batter. 3-5 right-handed, walked him. Pavlitic is on. And Tommy Helms the batter. Five-seven right-handed, double 1-12. It is a double with no asteroids. Pavlitic rounding, he hit it to left. Let's see if he can score on this. He's a 1-9, 2 outs, 1-11, no hold, 1-12. Left field, 1-12. He's coming home. Here's the throw from Williams, and he is safe. And the Reds take a 1-0 lead. Helms, with the run batted in, goes to third as Pavlitic scores from first on a double. 1-0 Reds. And Leo Cardenas the batter. Pitch to Cardenas, 2-9, right-handed, grounds it to second. Beckert throws it to Banks, and the side is out, but one run on Two outs, with 2 outs, the walk to Pavlitic, doubled home by Helms, left on. We move to the bottom of the second. It's Cincinnati Reds 1, Chicago Cubs nothing. Here's Jerry Adigo, 12-10, 3.33 ERA, 31 starts. Here's Ernie Banks to lead it off for the Cubs. .412 right-handed, grounds it back to Adigo, X. He's a 2-7. That's a re-roll, the whole thing. Should have noticed that right away. Pitch to Banks, 2-4. Left-handed, grounds it back to Adigo, and he throws it to May, 1 out. Now Randy Hundley, the batter. .510, right-handed, ballpark slash, right-hander, 1-19, goes through, base hit. So Hundley is on. 1-20, 1-21, not being held, 1-19 max. Why not? Gets the lead on a 2. No, he does not get the lead. Oh, shit. Here's Ted Savage now at the plate, full count. Oh, good coffee. The pitch to Savage. 6-5 right-handed, grounds it to short X. Cardenas 236. 7-2, throws him, forces Hundley out at second. It's 2 outs, and now Savage is on. 1-15, 1-16. He's picked off 7-12, not being held. Here's Adolfo Phillips. Possible wild pitch, 1-11. No, it's smothered in the dirt by Pavlitic. Now the pitch to Phillips. That's 4-10 right-handed, fly ball left. Johnson makes the catch. It's side retired. No runs. 1 hit and 1 left on. We've gone 2, it's 1-0. Okay, coming out is Jenkins. Top of the third, Jerry Adigo leads it off, 1 WL. .210, and he walked him, the only non-out on the card. Adigo is on. Let's see if he's got a running rating. No, he does not. That'll bring up Rose. Here is the pitch from Jenkins. 312 right-handed, that's a base hit to left. No asteroids, but an ego will hold first and second. Alex Johnson, the batter. First and second, nobody out. That's a possible wild pitch, 1-4. No. .68 right-handed, struck him out. One away. And now Veda Pinson, the batter. Two. Single 1-12, and it's a base hit, one asteroid. That'll load him up. As Ego had to hold at third. The Reds have bases full, one out on Jenkins. Infield playing back for the double play. The pitch to Perez. 1-3 right-handed, ballpark slash, 19, it goes through, base hit. Ego scores, and it's 2-0 Reds. Base is still full. One out, infield back for Lee May. And the pitch to May. 1-7. Infield is back, good thing, grounded to short, and that's going to be an inning-ending double play with the loaded bases. 6-4-3. Kessinger to Beckert to Banks. One run, though, again, on 3 hits and a walk. 2 were left on. We move to the bottom of the third. And Jenkins will lead it off. Here's Ego. Pitch to Jenkins, 4-11 right-handed, grounds it to short. Fielded by Cardenas, throws to May, 1 out. Now Don Kessinger. 2-12 left-handed, walked him. Kessinger takes first. 1-15, 1-16. Being held, 1-14. And Glenn Beckert is the batter. The ghosts of Tinkers to Evers to Chance, that's correct. Same team. Here's Beckert now. And the pitch. 3-5 left-handed, single 1-16. It's a base hit, 1 asteroid. Second hit for Beckert. First and second with only 1 out. Now Billy Williams steps in. And we have rather than start this inning, I see that Baseball Demos has his game, his 1987 replay. I'm going to share the link for you. He should be starting at any moment now. I don't like to knowingly interfere, conflict, I should say. So we're going to suspend this ball game right now, and I'm going to decide when I want to pick it up again. We're going to suspend it with Billy Williams coming up, first and second, 1 out. And it's 2-0 Cincinnati. I hope you've enjoyed this morning's baseball. I'll see about when I might want to start this game. I might do an evening game, but I have to take a call from my son sometime between 5 and maybe 6 to even later. But we'll see. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well. And I'll catch you next time. Greetings, everybody. I am so sorry for being late. I had a phone call that I had to take, and it was unexpected, and it came just minutes before this game was going to resume. And for those of you who've been so patient, thank you so much. And I just need to recover from that phone call a little bit. I'm going to be set to get this game going in about 5 minutes.
Why did no one tell?
This is the Cincinnati Reds at the Chicago Cubs. It's a 1-game series. It's Ego on the mound for the Reds and Jenkins for the Cubs. The Reds scored a run in the top of the second and then another run in the top of the third. Where we left off is Cubs batting, 1 out, Beckert on first, Kessinger on second. And I'll be back in about 3 to 5 minutes to pick this ball game up. And I want to welcome our newest member, Captain Carl. Captain Carl, thank you very much. Oh, I'm glad you like the JFK content. You're very welcome, Captain. Oh. Well, it's that ego on the mound. Bottom of the third, first and second, one out. Williams at the plate. Here's the pitch to Williams. 5-7 left-handed, struck him out. And that's the first strikeout for Adigo, 2 away. And here's Ron Santo. Pitch to Santo, 3-5, left-handed. There's a base hit to left. Now that might score Kessinger. Santo with the 3-5, left-handed. Kessinger 1-15, 2 outs, 1-17, no hold, 1-18, +2, 1-19 max. They let him score, holding Beckert at second. And it's a 2-1 ball game. A clutch situation. First and second, 2 down. And here's Ernie Banks. Big hand for Ernie. And the pitch to Banks. 3-7 left-handed, lines it to third, caught by Perez. And the side is retired, but the Cubs do get a run on a walk and 2 singles. And 2 left on. After 3, it's 2-1 Cincinnati Reds. Now here's Jenkins. Don Pavlicich is the batter here in the top of the 4th. 3-8 right-handed, single 1-19. That goes through. Pavlicich singles. Now Tommy Helms is the batter. Oh. Helms doubled Pavlicich home in the second. Here's Jenkins now. And the pitch 2-7, right-handed, grounds it to third. Santo throws to Becker to get Pavlitic. 1 out, and now it's Helms on first. And the batter is Leo Cardenas. Cardenas, right-handed hitter. Here's the pitch. That's a 4-6, right-handed, flies it to right, and under it is Savage, 2 outs. That'll bring up Jerry Adigo. 2 outs, Helms on first. .59. Left-handed hitter struck him out. And that is the 4th strikeout for Ferguson, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. And we move now to the bottom of the 4th. Adigo's first endurance is the 7th, Jenkins the 9th. Leading it off, Randy Hundley. Adigo winds and deals. 1-8, left-handed, flies it to left, and Johnson is under it, 1 out. Now Ted Savage. .59, right-handed, and home run, 1-7. Does he have the power? Yes, he does, and it's gone. A solo home run to tie up this ball game. It's Ted Savage with the home run. Let's look at it again. It was a 5-9 right-handed and home run, 1-7. It was a 1 on the 20 die, and against left-handers, Savage has the power. And for Savage, his first home run of the season. And here's Adolfo Phillips, 2-2 ball game now. Pitch from Adigo, 5-10, right-handed. It's a ballpark slash, 1-19. That's a 20. 5-10. A diving catch by Pinson. And what a beautiful catch that was. Again, it was 5-10, ballpark slash, and against right-handers, it's a 1-19, and it was a diving catch on a 20. That was a pretty catch. And here comes Jenkins now. 2 outs, nobody on. 4-10, right-handed, flies it to left. Should end the inning. Alex Johnson under it makes the catch, and the side is retired. We've gone 4 innings. It's a 2-2 game now. Bench came in for Pavlitic, excuse me, I think in the 9th, but I'm not sure when. Looking at the box score. He had 1 at bat, so it was probably before then. It's going to be Jenkins on the mound now. And Bench is putting on his, I think they're just learning. He was Rookie of the Year, wasn't he Rookie of the Year? In 68? I think they're just learning that how great he is. Okay, it'll be the top of the order for the Reds. Pete Rose leading it off. That's 6-8. Left-handed, struck him out. 5th strikeout for Jenkins, and Alex Johnson, the batter. (1-5) right-handed, base hit Johnson. Johnson is on 1-17, -2 with Jenkins and Hundley. 1-15 being held, 1-13. And here's Pinson now. Pinson 1 for 2. Pitch to Pinson, 6-5 left-handed. That's an end home run, 1-7. And that's going to be a double. Maybe this will score Alex Johnson with no asteroids. We put that to center field. Johnson rounding third, 1-14. No hold, 1-15. +1, 1-16. They'll let him, they're going to throw. It's such a tough call. We'll let him score and keep Pinson at second to avoid a sacrifice fly. So it's 3-2 now. And here's Perez. Perez 1 for 2. The pitch from Jenkins. 5-10 right-handed, grounds it to third X. That'll be for Santo. Santo is a 1-15. 1-1. He throws it to first for the out. And Pinson holds. 2 outs. Thank you very much, Captain. It's like they start Pavlitic here in the early, we're still early in this young season, and they start him, and he's coming in next half inning. And in fact, I think I'm going to have him pinch hit if he gets up this inning. he had 564 at bats, so you could see that very soon he's going to be the regular catcher. And they started even using him here. It's 2 outs now. It's Pinson on second. Pitch to May, that's 4-3. Fly ball right X. Savage 3-5. 5-3. Oh, it's a base hit, 2 asterisks. Pinson scores. And just like that, now they lead it by 2 runs again. 4-2. And here comes Bench. Bench started suiting up, and now he's unsuited. Hello, Ernest. Here's Bench. Pitch from Jenkins. 4-5 right-handed, grounds it to short. Fielded by Kessinger. And he throws it to first, and the side is retired, but Bench will stay in the game. Two runs on 3 hits. And 1 left on. We're moving to the bottom of the 5th as Bench hurriedly, after being the last out, suits up. Here's Adigo, bottom of the 5th. And Kessinger is the batter. 4-4, switch hitter batting right, flies to center X. That's for Pinson, 2-8. 10-2, E8 roll. E8, 8. And he makes the catch. Kessinger is retired. And here's Glenn Beckert now. 1 out, nobody on. He's Captain Carl, 8. And that's for Carl Yastrzemski. He's got that as his profile pic. I remember that. Here's the pitch to Beckert now. From Adigo, 5-3. Grounds it to first, X. Banks, 3-7. Uh, 16-3. And he throws it to Adigo. Actually, it's May. It's a 5-3 ground ball first X, May a 3. 16-3. Takes it to the bag and throws it to Adigo. 2 outs. And now here's Billy Williams. 0 for 2. Excuse me. 4-5 left-handed, struck him out. Second strikeout for Adigo. And we've gone 5 full innings. It's a 4-2 game. Here's Jenkins. This is confusing. Top of the 6th. Tommy Helms, the batter. Here's the pitch, 5-4, right-handed, catcher X. Hundley, 1-5. 17-1, he fouls it out to Hundley. Helms is retired. And here's Leo Cardenas. .110 right-handed, grounds it back to Jenkins. He fields it and throws it to Banks for the second out. And now the pitcher, Jerry Adigo, walked and scored. And struck out. 5-12. Left-handed, grounds it to second X. Beckert, 120. That's a re-roll, the whole thing. House rule, it's got to be flat. Any deviation from flatness is a re-roll. And that's an a priori house rule. Pitch to Adigo, 3-11. Flies it to center, and under it is Adolfo Phillips. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. We move to the bottom of the 6th. Adigo. 4 NL Rookie of the Year players in this game: Bench, Rose, Williams, and Helms. I did not know that. That's a very, very interesting fact, Captain. Might as well change Adigo here. +3. +3, 0. +3, -3, 0. Okay, here's Santo leading it off. Pitch from Adigo. 6-5, right-handed, grounds it to short X. That will be Cardenas, 236. 22, throws him out, 1 away. And now here's Banks. 3-7, left-handed, lines it to third, 2 outs. And Randy Hundley, the batter. .45, right-handed, struck him out. And that is 8 in a row for Adigo. That was his 3rd strikeout. 4 Rookies of the Year. Can anyone name the years? My guess would be Rose, 63. Bench, 68. Williams, God, that's tough. I'm going to guess 61. And Helms, I have no idea. 66. Okay. It's the top of the 7th now. And after this game, I'll be entering the statistics. I'll also be doing setup for the next game and actually playing. I split games sometimes. This is a continuation. He was 61. Yeah. I vaguely remember hearing that or reading it. And I'll go till 4:30 with the Spokane Steve game scheduled at that time. It's top of the 7th. Pete Rose, the batter. Rose 1 for 3. 6-5, switch hitter, batting left, and home run 1-7. And that's going to drop in for a double for Pete Rose. And Yaz was his counterpart. So Rose with the double, 6-5, left-handed. Rose on second, no outs. Here's Alex Johnson now. Absolutely. We learn a lot, Captain. Pitch from Johnson. 5-2, right-handed, walked him. First and second. And Veda Pinson is the batter. I had a very minor flood in my apartment here in Studio B between games. It was very minor. It wasn't even a flood. And how it happened, I'm ashamed to tell you. It was something I did and then something that I didn't do. Really, I unless you twist my arm, because you might laugh at it, but someone's got to twist my arm for it. Here's Veda Pinson. First and second, nobody out. That's a possible wild pitch by Jenkins. 1-4. No. Oh, glove by Hundley. Nice play. Stopped it. First and second, nobody out. Here's Pinson now. Where did my pen go? Oh, there it is. Oh, I'm a wreck today. I'm a wreck most days. That's 4-3, left-handed, fly ball right X. That's going to be Savage 3-5. I'm used to Savage being on Cincinnati. Savage 3-5, 4-3. It's going to be a double, 2 asteroids. See if Jenkins can get out of this inning. Second and third, nobody out. Bad situation. Here's Tony Perez. The infield is playing it in now. And the pitch, 3-7, grounds it to third A with the infield in, second and third. Runners will hold. Santo throws to Banks, holding the runners. Infield stays in. Bear with me a second. I typically write in the relievers who were used as a guideline only. They were off, both teams were off on the 15th. The Reds were also off on the 14th. And I use that as a guideline as to who pitched the day prior. These are guidelines only. 1 out, still second and third, infield in for Lee May, and the rookie Johnny Bench on deck. Here's Jenkins now. Pitch to May. 4-8 right-handed, struck him out. Big strikeout for Jenkins. His 6th of the game. And here comes Bench. This is a clutch situation for Bench. He could blow it wide open here. Second and third, 2 outs. The pitch from Jenkins. That's 1-8, and he pops it up to short in a sea of hits. Under it is Kessinger. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. Another run, though. That's the last thing the Cubs needed. Yaz wasn't AL Rookie of the Year. It was Don Schwal. Okay. And look how those two ended up. But 61 was his rookie year, I assume. Bottom of the 7th. Jerry Adigo on the mound. It's Savage, Phillips, and we'll see if there's going to be a pinch hitter. Here's Adigo. That's 5-7 right-handed, flies it to center, 1 out. Now Adolfo Phillips, the batter. It's 5-2 Reds. Pitch to Adolfo, 6-7. Grounds it to second X. That's Helms, 220. 11-2, that's going to be an E-roll, E20. E28. And he throws him out. Now the question is, with 2 outs, do we even pinch hit for Jenkins? I'm going to manage like nobody's watching, and I'm going to let him hit here with 2 outs and nobody on. Three 6. Grounds it to short. Fielded by Cardenas. And he throws it to May, and the side is out. I just think it's obligatory, or it seems obligatory, to pinch hit for the pitcher when his first endurance is not until the 9th, and it's 2 outs. What good is it going to do, really? I mean, a 2-out rally? It's unlikely. And people are should feel free to disagree, But thanks for not putting me down about it. Here's Jenkins. Again, his endurance is the 9th. Top of the 8th. It's a 5-2 game. 2-8 right-handed. There's a base hit for Helms. Helms is on, and here's Leo Cardenas. They had better endurance indeed. 3-5 right-handed struck him out. I wonder if they have, that's the 7th strikeout for Jenkins. I wonder if they had better endurance or they just pitched differently, whereas the relief pitchers, even the starters, pitch harder today, thereby making them tire sooner. I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, Jerry Arrigo. His first endurance was the 7th, and he's retired 11 in order. Absolutely, Ernesto. Hope you don't mind that I called you Ernesto. 5-4. Left-handed hitter, catcher X, Hundley. A 1-5. 8-1. It's a dribbler in front of the plate. Pouncing on it is Hundley. He will throw to second to get Helms, and that's 2 outs, and now Arrigo is on first. Oh, may I call you Ernesto? Ernesto, I faked the trill. Hello, Frank. Good to see you, Frank. I faked the Arrigo, Roberto. They pace themselves, captain says. It's 1 out. Arrigo is on first. 2 outs, I'm sorry, and Pete Rose the batter. Ernesto. You're Puerto Rican. Were you raised speaking Spanish or Spanish and English? And I want to know, can you do the trill? The trill is something that English American speakers, I don't know about other people, at least I just can't do it, so I fake it. Roberto, you see that? That's almost a trill. Roberto. Hector Torres. It's hard to do it consecutively. Ernesto. Ernesto Cruz. And I'm not making fun of you, guy. I'm trying to join with you. 2 outs. It's Arrigo on first and Pete Rose the batter. Here's Jenkins. That's 6-7. Switch hitter batting left, walked him. First and second, 2 outs, and Alex Johnson the batter. And here's Alex Johnson. This is a clutch situation. 4-4 right-handed ballpark slash. 1-19 goes through, base hit. So the hits keep on coming here off Jenkins. The bases are full with 2 outs. Ray's speaking English. Dad didn't think it would help much to be bilingual. He regretted it later when the Spanish language became more commonplace here. You're right. But you do speak Spanish? Do you speak? Did you pick it up? Did you learn it as a second language in school? What's the story with that? You learned a bit, just a bit? Okay. But can you do a trill? A trill? Roberto, can you do a... It's just, can you do it? I don't think so. If you just raise speaking English. Base is full, 2 outs. Big situation here for Ferguson. A clutch situation. Oh, you can do the trill. Well, I wonder what that is, what the cause of that is, because studies in language development show that the brain is hardwired to learn human languages, but it doesn't have anything to do with what your race or ethnicity is. If an Asian child was raised in America to speak English, they would just have an English accent and speak English. And the same goes vice versa. You put, say, a white person or a black person and raise them in China, they'll speak Chinese. The bases are full, 2 outs. Pinson at the plate. The pitch from Jenkins. 4-4, left-handed, ballpark slash, again left-handed, 1-11, and it's line to second. And he is saved, Jenkins. No runs, bases were left loaded. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. Oh. Trini Lopez, it's so sad. He died of COVID. Can you believe that? We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. It's Jerry Adico. Riches. Just can't do it. I could fake it. In other words, the word perro, P-E-R-R-O, dog, I think that means dog. They used to tell us just say petero, real quick, P-E-T-E-R-O. Pronounce it phonetically like that. Petero, 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 petero. Okay, it's bottom of the 8th, and Arrigo has retired 11 in order, and here's the top of the order for the Cubs, Don Kessinger. Is that so? I didn't know that, Frank. I might have seen it. Oh. But what is dog? I know pedo is butt. Yeah, I'm talking the double R with the dog. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Pedro. Here's Kessinger now. 1-5 left-handed, grounds it to short. It's going to be 12 in a row. Cardenas over to first. And Glenn Beckert, the batter. Whoa, that's a spinner. 1-7. Left-handed base hit Beckert. It's a 5-2 ball game. Cubs down by 3. And here's Billy Williams. The pitch from Adigo. 3-8 left-handed, grounds it back to Adigo. And he throws it to second to force Beckert. 2 outs, and Williams is on. 1-16. Not worth anything. Ron Santo down by 3. Here's the pitch from Adigo. 1-9, and he struck him out. So his streak was broken, but he retires the side. No runs, 1 hit allowed. A single to Beckert, his 3rd single of the ball game. And we're heading to the 9th. And here's Jenkins in his first endurance inning. He's gone all the way. Tony Perez leads it off. 1-6, single 1-14, and that's going to be a base hit. Now Lee May. May is 1 for 4. Here's Jenkins. Pitch to May, 3-5. Hit well into the gap for a double. That's going to be it for Jenkins, just on realism's sake, enough. Perez, 1-11, 1-12, 1-13. He'll hold with no outs. And that will be it for Jenkins. You may say, well, why not wait till him to reach endurance? It's just an intuitive kind of thing. Jenkins pitched 8 innings. $14 hits. He walked 4, struck out 7, and has allowed 5 runs. He's got second and third, nobody out. And let's see who's coming in. With bench due up. We'll bring in Hartenstein, who pitched in this game in real world. Hartenstein comes into this game, his first appearance of the season. Is that his nickname, Ernesto? Twiggy? Was he thin? He's a -1, -4 hold. And here he goes. C. Okay. Here's bench now. They're desperate. They'll play the infield in here. Pitch to bench. 3-7 right-handed. That's a fly ball to center. It might be deep enough for Perez to tag. And I might just say, what the hell? 1-11. 3-7. It was hit to center. Went to 13 and 1 to 14. He's coming to tag. Here's the throw from Phillips, and he is safe. And that'll be charged to Ferguson. And now it's a 6-2 game. I've seen saw some recent players who looked thin, but I think their arms were muscular and their backs were muscular, but their torsos, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. 1 out now, May on first. Bench with the run batted in. Here's Tommy Helms. Hartenstein from the stretch. Pitch to Helms. 2-2. Lines it to second, and they catch May off the bag. And it's a double play. So the Cubs do catch one break. The side is retired. It's no runs, 2 hits. That'll be charged to Jenkins. 6 earned runs. Not a very impressive performance. And Adigo, on the other hand, has pitched very good baseball. Cubs are down by 4 now. And Ernie Banks leads it off. It'll be Banks, Hundley, and Savage. 3-11, left-handed, walked him. Now here's Hundley. That's a possible wild pitch, 1-11. Doesn't really matter. It is a wild pitch. But down by 6, it hardly matters. Now here's the pitch to Hundley. 5-6, right-handed, grounds it to short. A, with a runner on second. The runner will hold. Can you believe I don't have this completely memorized? I have a basic idea, but I still have to refer to it as opposed to the old basic version, ABC. It was as simple as ABC. Here comes Savage now. One out, Hundley on second. It's another possible wild pitch, 1-11. Wait a minute. I've got a replay here. I think I did I think I did the havoc roll already. And I should have just, wait, that was on Hundley. Now this one's on Savage. Oh, it's another wild pitch. This one is on Savage. 2 wild pitches. And there goes Kathy Harden. Adios, amigos. Thanks. Kathy getting out when the going is good. It's 1 out, and Banks is on third, infield back. Here's Adolfo Phillips. That's 1-6. Left-handed, struck him out. Number 5 for Adigo. And Jerry Arrigo, or should it be Jerry Arrigo, is 1 out away from the win. And Adolfo Phillips is the batter. Pitch to Phillips. 2-6, hit well by Phillips. Way back, and it's gone. A 2-run home run for Adolfo Phillips to make it a 6-4 ball game. Isn't that a shame? And there's going to be a hitter for Hartenstein. Jenkins gets credit for 8 1/3 due to his runner doubling up. So Hartenstein pitches 2/3. Let's see who's going to come in to hit. Hasta la vista. Oh. Oh. Another left-handed hitter. I have some good left-handed hitters, but they're not good against right-handed hitting. It looks like Lou Johnson might be the one. I didn't know he was on the Cubs. I'm going to double check. Andrew says that Phillips was up against a lefty. We are going to do a replay upon request and recommendation by Andrew. We are in replay mode. 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 Pitch to Phillips. It's a 2-6 left-handed home run 1. He is so right. And the ball game is over. Actually, it's a triple. It's a triple, and kudos to Andrew. You wipe that clean. See if we could just get that last one there. Whoops. There we go. Andrew was up against the lefty at ego. And we aim for low errors, not no errors, because I am a fallible human being. I'm checking now to make sure that Lou Johnson was on this team. Thank you, Andrew, very much. Banks should score. Yes, look, I doubled. It's a new error. There we go. Now we got it good. On the triple, he scores, right. What am I thinking? Lou Johnson played for 2 teams this year. And first the Cubs, then he was traded to Cleveland. So I'm gonna assume he's on the team. So Lou Johnson will be the pinch hitter. Okay, here's that ego. One hit or walk away from fatigue. It's a 6-3 game. Phillips on third. The pitch to Johnson. That's 6-8. And that's a base hit up the middle. Scoring Adolfo. And Adigo has reached fatigue. And that's going to be it for Adigo. Tough break for Jerry Adigo. Having pitched 8 2/3 innings. It's a 6-4 game. And Kessinger will come up. The tying run at the plate. Unfortunately, he doesn't have power. He hit 1 home run. W power. Adigo 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. He walked 1, 2, struck out 5. He's allowed 4. And let's see who's going to come in to face Kessinger, a switch hitter. With Johnson on first. Pretty good threat to steal, but we're not going to bother. With Bench, he's 1-17. I don't think we're going to hold him. He gets the lead 1-17. I have to do one of these roles not being held. Now I could decide, because I'm not going to try. Let's see who's coming in. Ooh. It's going to be Ted Abernathy, the right-hander. He pitched in this game in real world. Oh, Lord help me, God. For the Cubs, Abernathy, his first appearance. Oh, I'm sorry, that's for the Reds. I need to use the lavatory very quickly. I'll be right back. The new pitcher is Ted Abernathy. He has no record. He's pitched 2 2/3 scoreless innings this season. He's a -3 hold. Another good reason not to even think about stealing with a Johnson on first. Kessinger comes to the plate, 0 for 3, walked and scored. Here's Abernathy now. The pitch to Kessinger. 3-8. Oh, he grounds it to short. And Cardenas throws it to May, and the ball game is over. And what a game it was. The final, Cincinnati Reds 6, Chicago Cubs 4. The Cubs just fell short there at the end. Oh, Frank, that's a really high compliment. Bob Murphy was my favorite announcer. I don't think anybody came close to him. Some people like some people for their styles, but I don't think anybody touched him. I'll have the wrap up in just a minute. So that was the ball game. The Reds got ahead here with a run in the second, a run in the third. Cubs came back with runs in the third and fourth. It was all tied, but then 2 runs in the fifth for the Reds. They added another run in the seventh. They led 6-2, 5-2. Then another run in the ninth. And then that ninth inning there, they came close, but to no cigar. The final line is Cincinnati 6 runs, 14 hits, no errors. Chicago Cubs 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors. I don't know who you would even think to be the star of the game. Maybe Veda Pinson, 3 for 5, knocked in 2 runs. But even Arrigo should be a candidate. I don't care that he allowed 4 runs. He pitched steady baseball, ran out of some steam at the end there in the ninth. That's going to be the ball game. I'm going to enter this one in the record books and keep the broadcast open for a little bit. I want to appreciate everybody who was here. Kathy Harden, I'm not sure, I think she left already. And Esto, Captain Carl, thanks for becoming a member. Andrew, thanks for that beautiful call. That beautiful catch, I might say. Frank, thanks for the high compliment. And everybody else in the Strat-O-Matic community, stay strong, stay well. I'll catch you next time. I'm just going to enter this real quickly. Got to put your toys away when you're done. I'll go ahead. First enter the standings. Reds win. You're 3-2 now. They've won 3 in a row. The Cubs lost. That puts them behind Houston, who's 5-1 in first place. Now we'll enter the individual stats. For the Reds, Arrigo gets the win. He is 1-0. Abernathy, 1/3 of an inning. For the Reds, Pinson, 2 runs batted in. And then Perez, May, Pavlitic, and Helms. Perez, Pavlitic, and Helms. And then the batters, Rose 2-4. Johnson 2-4. Pinson 3-5. Perez 2-5. May 2-5. Pavlitic 1-3. Actually, Pavlitic, I'm sorry, 1-1. Bench 0-2. And a run batted in. Helms 2-5. Cardenas 0-4. Now the Cubs, Jenkins gets the loss. He's 1-1. Hartenstein 2/3 of an inning, his first appearance of the season. Okay, the hitters, RBI Santo, Savage, Phillips, and Johnson, Lou Johnson. Kessinger 0-4. Beckert 3-4. Williams 0-4. Santo 1-4. Banks 0-3. Hundley 1-4. Savage 1-4. Phillips 1-4. And Lou Johnson 1-1. And that will do it. Hello, agent. We're just finishing up this. I'm finishing up this game. I'm going to email this to myself as usual. You missed the game. But of course, you could go back to the beginning. You could do it either now or you could do it when I finish this, which is going to be any minute now. Okay. Take care.